Hey YouTube, this is Servo bringing you another Wi-Fi battle. This is one of my Xbox Live friends, Gronco. We decided to make two teams, and he comes with a random team with Hale. I'm gonna bring my ring team. So here we go. He starts off with Tentacle. I'm like, okay, let's start off with Tentacle. I'm gonna go out with my Slippy. You know, start the rainness coming on. He avoids my hypnosis, which was kind of retarded, but whatever. He gets off one layer of spikes off, then he goes out. I stay in, and I'm like, oh, he's gonna change the weather. And basically, here's where the weather war starts. I sleep as a bomb of snow, and I really have nothing to really combat this, really, except for Focus Blast. Like, I don't have any fire types in this, it's a weather key. So, I bring in General Electric. Now, he switches on to Escadrille, which he didn't. Escadrille. He didn't know it was Uber, but it wasn't that hurtful because we weren't in the sandstorm, so he wasn't that boss or OP, So I bring out my Gashadon. He gets poisoned. It's normal poison. He only has one layer of spikes, but he does a shit ton. And I can see why this guy is Uber. Like, seriously, like, this guy just killed my face. So I'm thinking here, I'm gonna try to save my. I don't really want anybody else to take an earthquake. So I just left them as fodder. So I bring in my Politoed next turn, and I'm gonna scare him out, knowing that he's probably gonna go into his tentacle. But I was like, whatever. It's raining. I got the rain back up. I'm just gonna hit some at whatever comes in with a hydro pump, and hopefully it does some damage. Thank God he doesn't have the water absorb, because that would have been horrible. But he has liquid ooze, so as you can see later on, you find out that he has liquid ooze. So I bring in my HIV, my Ferrothorn, and he starts setting up more entry hazards. So I'm like, oh my god, this is gonna be kind of annoying. So when he comes in, I was gonna go for, I think I'm going for Stealth Rocks here. Yes, Stealth Rocks. I knew he was gonna switch out. His guy is still sleeping. I was like, oh, let me just have fun with it. I didn't realize that Leech Seed doesn't affect Frost. I don't know why it doesn't affect them. Because grass types can't be Leech Seeded from other grass types, I guess. But okay, whatever. So I bring in Slippy, wanting to get my weather back up, and hopefully kill something. I go for the Focus Blast, knowing that he's grass ice, so water's next to nothing. This does a huge chunk, and he finally wakes up, goes for a substitute. I was really surprised that he was able to go for another substitute. But here's where the hacks start coming in. Like, usually in all my videos, I always miss Focus Blast, but I get two in a row. I'm like, yeah, I'm living on cloud 9 right now. Like, I'm able to do stuff. He goes for a Leech Seed, and I'm like, oh, he's gonna try to stall me, that son of a bitch. But whatever. He starts getting my health back up. I have Poison, Leech Seed, and Hail, which is kind of annoying, which is not a bad idea. But in the fear of missing another Focus Blast, I switch out. And I was going to go for a Volt. I was going for a Volt switch, but I really didn't want to. But he kind of read it that I was going to go into a Volt switch. So yeah, it was ridiculous. Like he really predicted me halfway through this match. So I come in, and he swords dances in my face, and I'm like, oh. So he actually takes him out, fearing my Dragonite, because you see my other videos how Dragonite's raised. So he wants to bring in his seal, or whatever that thing is. But I don't even go for the Dragonites. I just go straight for the Earthquake, and he brings in his Kiron, which is very annoying, because when I thought about this before, I Dragon Dance on the switch in. So he blizzards me, and I'm thinking multi-skill should be fine, right? we're in the rain. Wants to skill should be fine. No way. He one-shots me with Kieran, and we're gonna find out later that he's choice scarfed. I was not expecting a choice scarf, so that's why I was allowed to set up. So he wasn't expecting a hydro pump here, and I was like, yeah, hydro pump. He's a washing machine. He has to hydro pump something. And then here's a part, a really part of the funny. This is the part of the battle that's pretty funny to me. Clampo, which is a water type, gets wrecked by another water type move in the rain. I'm like, wow, that's kind of funny. So right now I'm wrecking his entire team. He can't do anything. I'm like, hydro pump is hitting everybody. The rain is falling. Actually, the rain's not falling anymore. But yeah, I'm getting my hydro pumps off. Like wishy-washy. Like General Electric does like a lot of damage. You know, like damn. Like not very effective, but it still does almost over half. So it's been pretty good. So he takes out his Kieran, which I still didn't know by this time, which if he was scarfed or not. I had one hydro pump left, so I was like, oh look, he's gonna you know, whatever. He's gonna definitely hydro pump me and, you know, hit me with Dragon Pulse, which does a shit ton, and it still doesn't kill him. And I'm like, why is his Kieran faster than all my Pokemon? And then at this time he was like, yeah, my Kieran was choice scarfed, and he thought that he was going to win. So I bring in my Politoed, hoping that at least Politoed would be faster. No, he gets a Dragon Pulse in the face, and I'm like, oh my god, what can I do? This time I didn't know it was choice scarf, so I was like, I guess I'm going to go into my Ferrothorn, which Ferrothorn is resistant to Dragon type moves. I wish I would have known that earlier. So I use Power Whip, get his stupid dragon out the way, you know, and I was like, this is retarded. So he gets out his Tentacool, which does Surf, and Surf, and I haven't Surf in the water is not that, doesn't do that much to me. So I Leech Seed him, and this is where I noticed something. I should have noticed when I Hydro Pumped him the first time that he didn't have Water Absorb, that he had Liquid Ooze, because yeah, this is what happened. So basically, I'm going to be killing myself. He can't really do anything to me, so he was just, I think that was a misclick on his part, but he really can't do anything to me. I crit him, I don't think that really mattered, you know, but it was a really good game. Yeah, good game, Gronco. So remember what to do, comment, like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time on the flip side.